All right, everybody. So welcome back. Last session, you all had been tracking down the culprits behind several kidnappings in the city of Yartar. And when you discovered the identity of this mastermind behind all these kidnappings, it turned out a bit different than you all had expected. An ancient being, an aboleth, a near infinitely old creature of the deep, had been posing as a distinguished nobleman and essentially coercing and using others to achieve some other dark purpose for some otherwise unknown entity. You track this creature down to its lair, getting past several of its defenders and several of its guards, and into its inner sanctum, and were able to there defeat it. After defeating this aberration, you were soon joined by a pair of familiar faces, Atalia, who you had all met upon the riverboat just that same evening, and another person, Elaine Van Enrick, a young woman from Waterdeep and the sister of one of your former adventuring partners. You had heard rumors that she had found herself in a bit of trouble back home in Waterdeep, and now you see her turn up here, but with a strange look upon her face, and almost a vacant expression in her eyes, very different from the fiery young girl that you all met back in Waterdeep. And as Atalia led her down the stairs, greeted you all rather formally, and then promptly ordered Elaine to attack. And that is where we pick up today. So yeah. Latoni, you will be joining us shortly, but we are going to start off in media res, right in the middle of all this. So, Latoni, I'll be messaging you real quick, but for now, we are going to roll initiative.
We are swinging and missing tonight, guys.
Hold on a sec here. Had to actually highlight my token.
Hey, Brevin, you didn't roll a 5. You're breaking the average.
Easy, kiddo. Okay.
Okay. All right, looks like we just need Latoni's. How do you pronounce that name?
Like that.
Okay. So as soon as we get Latoni's initiative in there, we can get started. Perfect.
Amazing.
So, as Elaine draws a dagger and jabs it at Dandy, we are going to start off with that attack.
Is there any chance I get to use the spider sense thing, the danger sense?
Danger sense. Can you describe that ability for me?
It says that. Like if I can see them,
Okay.
they can't.
Yeah.
or
So
they
this
have-
is very much like a little bit of an abstract thing. It's so
Okay.
yes, absolutely. You can go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw against this attack. It's very different than how we would normally handle it, but as this is a bit of a surprise for you, yeah, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw. Dandy, I had set the DC at 15. So as Elaine lashes out at you, Dandy, how do you avoid her?
She's just going to just instinctively like this, how you guide someone's hand past you when they like. She's going to sweep it.
All right. You see her features harden, Elaine's, and Atalia kind of makes a bit of a smirk, and... Shall we? Brevin, you are up first. From up above, you are noticing for the first time several different Kuatoa were looking down through the grates above you all. Several of them still throughout some of them that had avoided Dandy's killing axe up there. But you see them looking upon the corpse of the aboleth and scream and then take off in different directions. This is several of them watching from grates above. They are terrified. You have slain their god, and they are booking it. What do you do, Brevin?
Well, first off, if they're running off, they're not our problem at the moment. This very much is. Question.
What?
You had said that it looked as if Elena had been ordered to attack.
So
Was she actually
make an insight check.
That's what I was about to ask, if I needed to roll a check for that.
Yep, go and make an insight check. Brevin, you can tell that something is off with Elaine. She's certainly not acting in the way that you would have expected her to after the last time you met her, but you cannot tell exactly what the problem is.
Okay, considering Dandy has her kind of pushed aside at the moment, I'm going to activate the whole little crap, what was it called again? Too much stuff, harder to find it all. Oh, there it is. I was going to put this up because I'm going to activate the little Form of Dread stuff just to give me a few temporary hit points.
Okay.
D10 plus Warlock level, so... Well, it says rolling the dice, but I'll actually roll them. Huh. Well, come on.
Gonna be that kind of night.
Lagging out.
Well, it just says rolling the dice and not doing anything else at the moment.
You may need to refresh your browser. Go ahead and try that out. And then if the problem persists, you can turn off the advanced dice roller.
Okay, let me just kind of refresh this thing and see what happens then.
You know, all this time using Roll20, and I haven't figured out, is it computer strength or connection speed that determines your performance in Roll20?
I think it's connection because my computer strength is laughable.
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming. It's unresponsive. So.
Okay. What were you trying to roll?
I was rolling a D10, and I was going to add my level to it for that Form of Dread thing to give me some temporary HP.
Okay. You mind if I roll it for you?
Feel free.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
What was it?
It's min roll. It's a 7.
Oh, 7 total. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's what I'm gonna currently do, and I'll try to re-get in here.
Okay. I'll go ahead and add that to your token for you. And temporary hit points. You add that to the red, right? Or is that your passive perception?
Red, I believe, is my passive perception.
Okay. So
if you just want to put it on, if you just want to put it on top, I've scribbled a little note here that
Perfect.
it's 7 temp HP.
Okay, so after Brevin sees what's happening here and all of this begins, Dandy, you can see Elaine kind of turn towards you, and you see her hand shaking for a brief moment as her former orders still locked in her head. That brief moment of hesitation immediately passes, and you can see that blank, vacant expression come over her eyes once again, and she lashes out at you again, Dandy.
Make better
Ooh.
choices.
It is a 24 to hit.
Yeah, 24 hits.
Jeez, followed by a crit, Dandy.
I am not surprised.
This is not good. Okay, Dandy. So, the first hit is going to be for 5 piercing and 21 poison.
I beg your pardon?
Mm-hmm.
25 poison. Okay, see how it's gonna go. 25 poison, hold on.
Now it's better that she avoided the aboleth fight, I guess.
I'm going to put Charles into this initiative, but I'm just going to have him pew-pew from the sidelines.
Pew, pew.
Put him right behind Elaine. Dandy, and now we have the crit. It's going to be 7 piercing
Right.
and 40 poison.
And done.
You all see an anguished look pass over Elaine's face for a brief second before it passes, and she looks up and sets her eyes on... It's going to be straight ahead towards Wyatt and Horace. Charles is going to back the fuck away from all of this and let loose with 2 of his shots from Eve. Repeating crossbow, yep. Setting 1 loose at Atalia and 1 at Elaine. Atalia's hits, Elaine's does not. Jeez, forget his crazy damage output. Alright, so Atalia takes the crossbow bolt directly into the side and she whips around, furious with the audacity. Takes 22 points. Wyatt, you're up.
Wyatt seeing Dandy going down is going to lift his shield to the sky and use his channel divinity to preserve a life. Horace, how much do you half points?
Looks like 29 is his total, so that would mean 16 to half.
Take 15 and the other 15 to Dandy then. I can add 30.
Thank you. Surprise, motherfucker! No, we're not starting that.
And then Wyatt's just going to circle around the aboleth without touching it. And then as a bonus action, he'll pass his spiritual weapon right next to Dandy, attacking right in front of Dandy.
Attacking Atalia or Elaine?
I believe who's to the south? Natalia, right?
Atalia, yeah.
Yep.
That's a hit, 24.
Dandy is just playing dead.
Okay. So, Latoni, why don't you go ahead and describe how you enter the scene here. Describe how you enter the situation. There is a grate directly above Atalia and Elaine that would be the only way in.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, yeah, a little bit after they go down, it's quiet for a moment, and then he hears like the screaming of someone getting attacked. And then a little Kuatoa starts making their way down the ladder. Oh, yeah, I can do it. Like, is it right above them?
Yep, directly above Elaine and Atalia. We can say that you can end up in a space directly next to either one of them.
Yeah, so as he's climbing down, he's gonna jump over here. Wait, which one is...
The purple lady is this one. The one to the south.
Okay. He would have jumped over here then. As coming down, the little fish guy, because that's currently what he looks like. He's just going to yell something in yeah, something of a battle cry, I guess, in Undercommon, and then slash, and then that is the hunter's mark, and then
Okay.
they are going to strike twice with
All
their
right.
sword.
12 does not hit, unfortunately. Okay, look, a confused look crosses the woman in purple's face as she turns towards you and bats away your first short sword attack. But in the opening that she leaves in her defense, you are able to hit with the second.
Nice. That is 14 piercing. And as that hits, I'm going to get there's like a rat on his shoulder that runs across their arm onto the sword, and as soon as it hits, it is going to bite her as well.
Nice.
Ouch. 1 piercing.
I could just imagine the look of just like shock on her face as a rat just scurries down the sword and bites her again.
That's his turn.
All right. Seeing all of this unfolding, Atalia is going to. Yeah, Atalia is going to reach out to you, Latoni, and Vampiric Touch.
The audacity.
Tony, it is a 16 to hit.
Oh, that's my AC.
So, she looks over surprised. Are you still in Kuatoa form here, Latoni?
Yes, he is.
Fantastic.
Still very much-
So, she is just going to look down and just scream, "You fool!" and reach out and just grab a hold of you. And it is going to be... Okay, not too bad. It is 17 necrotic, and you see energy beginning to flow back into her. She regains a few hit points off of that.
I'm great at math. I can do this. Sorry. I think that I need to calculate it. Okay, I was right. Let's go. Okay, I'm good.
Nice.
He doesn't
Okay.
respond with the steely gaze.
Nice. So... yeah, I think that's all she can do for now. Andy, that brings us back to you.
Excellent. So Dandy is just like pretending to be dead, just bleh, on the floor. And as soon as she hears the "you fool" thing, she would like to rage, please.
Nice.
And then cut a bitch with her silvered great axe, please.
14 does not hit.
You know, I'm cool using my sessional.
21 hits.
And then I'd like to do that again, please.
I don't think a
Okay,
session is
well.
going to help with that one.
No, not with that one. All right.
Right.
I'm done.
That
Well,
does bring us...
I'm gonna scoot out of her immediate.
Okay. That would provoke a couple opportunity attacks.
Then I'm gonna stay right there and take them.
Okay. Brevin... oh, I'm sorry, Horace, you're up.
Andy, you're muted.
Andy, I think you're muted, buddy. Horace, you there? Ruh-roh.
Uh-oh, what happened?
He might have
It's muted.
fallen asleep or gone to the bathroom. Oh,
There
there.
he is.
Okay. Technical issue here?
It says you're muted on Discord.
Huh.
There
Mine
we go.
said I wasn't. So
Oh,
I had to
there we
Oh,
go.
reboot.
okay.
Oh, I've
Discord.
actually had that
Okay.
happen a couple times before.
So, can we tell that Elaine is being...
Make an insight check. You know it's obvious, it's clear enough that something is wrong with her, that she is not herself. But you can make an insight check if you'd like to figure out more details about what might be afflicting her. That would be a free insight check.
Core...
Horace, you can certainly tell that she is under the control of some sort of mind control effect.
So, Elaine, I can see you're fighting the mind control. I'm going to try and help you. Let it help you.
Okay, nice. Okay.
And that's I move here, and I'm centering it there, so it's 20. So that should get everyone but Brevin and Charles.
Horace. Elaine, you can see her kind of shake her head for a moment. And she looks up towards you, and you, for the first time, see that same light that you saw in her eyes before, that same fierceness, and she slowly turns her eyes to Atalia, tightens the grip on her dagger.
Is there any place below me that I could get out of line of sight of Natalia?
Um?
I mean, that sort of like the pool goes down on a slope.
It does.
Can you hide behind the aboleth?
Oh, can I get out of line of sight behind the aboleth?
It would take a stealth check, but you can certainly try.
I can't take a stealth check. I'm
Okay.
a dwarf in armor.
Right. The only real place to get completely out of her line of sight here is in the office back here, and I don't think you have movement to get there.
And I don't want to be seen running. Okay. Where am I?
Would it be cover behind
Oh,
that aboleth?
Yeah.
Yes, there is already cover behind the aboleth, Horace.
There you go. A stealth of 16.
That is not bad.
Whoa.
Okay. Yeah. That certainly
Okay.
beats her passive, so you are out of her
Because
sight for now.
I don't want her to. I don't want to have to make concentration checks while I'm keeping everyone out of mind control.
Okay.
Okay. I'm done.
Brevin.
At the damage done to Dandy, there is kind of a snarl from the damp here. And he just starts slowly stalks forward some. 5, 10, 15, 20. He'll stop about right there. Eyeballs her and just starts blasting away.
So I
23
started
hits.
blasting.
So I started blasting.
Hex is not going, so that's only
Okay.
going to be a 10 on that. I will spend the sessional for that crit.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so 6 force, 9, 14, okay.
It's a 6 plus 4 for the agonizing blast part, so that's 10. So 4, 5. So 23 total.
Nice.
Okay. And I think that's all I'm going to do at the moment.
Okay. Natalia is looking pretty beat up already. And with that, Elaine, or she kind of gives you a nod wherever you were, and then she glances past Dandy, an apologetic look on her face as she lashes out at Natalia. And somehow manages to miss twice. We'll call that her grogginess from the mind control.
I'm sorry, she critted on me.
She did, and then couldn't roll higher than a 14 for her next rolls. Right.
Come on, Elaine.
Brings us back around to Charles. That's okay. That's an unfortunate roll for the second. Oh, it's because it didn't double the sharpshooter.
Yeah, sharpshooter doesn't double.
Okay. All right. 16. All right. So, she is quite badly hurt at this point. Here comes that second shot from Charles. And that does not hit. Wyatt, you're up.
Yeah, he's just gonna. Wyatt's just gonna try and sneak around and catch her while she's not looking.
Go teamwork.
20 hits.
17, and as a bonus action, he's going to grapple her so she can't run.
As she was most certainly planning to do, you saw her kind of turning to try and scramble back up the ladder, seeing that the tide has devastatingly turned against her. Wyatt, she got a 0 on her athletics check compared to your 24. So, as she turns, Wyatt just lifts her up and off the ground. She has absolutely nowhere to go. She is grappled. And she begins shouting about, Wait! I can help you! Please, don't kill me! I can tell you anything that you need to know! She is quite thoroughly beginning to plead for her life. Does bring us to Wyatt. Was there anything else you wanted to do?
That was all of Wyatt's turn.
Tony.
After she pleads, Latonia is going to attack 3 times. 14 to hit.
14 does not hit.
Dang. Okay, he's gonna hit again.
What river?
Neither does 10.
Professional.
Okay.
Said 17.
That does drop her to 0. Are you killing or are you doing non-lethal?
Can he insight check to see if what she just said was genuine?
Yeah, absolutely. And furthermore, remember
great.
that from what you've seen so far, she does appear to be at least somewhat deeply involved in what's happening.
Okay. I guess he's not entirely sure. But he'll look at the people around him to see if they would have wanted her to die or not. Like, what does he see from like Dandy and Wyatt?
Andy, Wyatt? As Latonia prepares to deliver the final blow to Atalia.
Dandy's pissed, but she's looking at Elena because she'd be able to tell us what's going on. Killing blow or not?
Yeah.
Brevin is perfectly fine interrogating her and then killing her.
There you go.
Okay, as the final blow, Latonia is going to, looking at where her dominant hand was, he's going to cut it off.
Oof.
And then, and then he's going to, cut off her other hand, non-lethally, and then, have her drop to the ground.
Okay.
Or I guess into Wyatt's grasp.
A little intense, but okay. All right.
Thematic component.
Thematic component. No more somatic components. Got it. All right.
Dandy's gonna pick up a hand. It's hers now.
All right. So she does pass out from that. She is still alive, but unconscious. And with that, we are going to drop out of initiative, everybody.
Wyatt's gonna quickly let her go before his necrosis takes effect and kills her.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He's the touch of death. Dark Gift, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Sean,
Yes.
did you see the first episode of Vox Machina?
Well, I've seen them. I've seen. I was about to say I've seen them all, but I have not seen the recent ones that just came out yesterday.
I watched all 6.
So Grog in the first episode with the dismembered hand,
Oh.
just to give the middle finger. Dandelion.
Unfortunately, this character is not one. This character isn't one that collects hands. Another character I have would definitely collect them. But
Collects hands, and then when Anacola casts Chill Touch, hucks a hand at somebody. It's amazing.
Great.
Okay. All right. So Elaine, looking around, you can see her eyes clearing up for the first time, and she looks at Dandy, and she's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?"
Yeah, sure, been better.
Wouldn't happen to have
Are
poison
you
antidote.
okay?
She kind of shakes her head, and she says, I think so. I don't appear to be hurt. I was just following this lady down here, and well, I guess she must have gotten the drop on me. Not an easy feat. It's impressive."
Never
glad
follow
you're not
crazy
hurt.
to a second location.
Oh my God, Andy.
Solid advice, but
That's
all right.
Should somebody tie her up? I mean, I know you guys sort of took her hands, which is efficient.
Brevin,
Efficient.
yeah. Brevin is frowning because he really doesn't have a place to attach his manacles now.
How about her neck?
So, just as a quick reminder here, Latoni is still visibly a Kuatoa, as far as I know, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
So non-threatening because I've already murdered half of the group, so it's fine.
Well, while they're discussing tying her up, he's just gonna be pulling out rope from his bag, and binding her legs. Wordlessly.
Right. No blip blop bloops
Get her arms
coming
too,
from
'cause she
Latoni.
could probably still whack us around with a stump if she tried. Yeah, I don't think Andy would
So
know.
Elaine goes on to tell you all that she was sent down here by the Hand of Yartar. She was working with them, kind of on a probationary status, seeing if she had a place with them, and none of them. They knew that Atalia, the woman they knew as the Purple Lady, had some telekinetic abilities and some psionic abilities, but they had no idea the level of which she had. And she was able to get the jump on Elaine and essentially take over her mind.
Oh wait, right, runs to the back because we were told that there were the other nobles back here, correct?
Yes.
Oh, good looking out.
Unfortunately, that was a lie. There is nobody back there. There is, however, quite a pile of treasure and other valuables back there. It appears that there are several neatly folded and placed piles of nobles' clothing.
We needed a signet ring.
There is, in fact, Arton Rosolio's lost pendant there among the treasure left behind.
Nice.
Okay. We can return that to his mother at least. Brevin is just kind of eyeballing this Purple Lady and just says, considering I can actually speak with the dead, I'm trying to figure out why I shouldn't just drive a dagger into your temple and call it good.
She's unconscious right now, so you can discuss that with your teammates.
We are violent tonight.
Right? Tony's a bad influence, apparently.
No,
guys,
Dandy will remind Brevin that if he needs to top off his canteen, there's the tap right there. Lady is bleeding all over the floor.
Would Latoni be able to figure out where the aboleth's stomach is and cut it open?
Make a Arcana check, Latoni.
Oh, I'm amazing at those.
Okay. So, Latoni, you would know that the aboleth secretes quite a dangerous substance on its skin. I believe the appropriate term here would be that you can certainly try.
Okay. He'll do
We
it.
have already been poisoned. Well, not poisoned, not cursed, diseased.
He's gonna
And
look
we,
at them. He's going to look at them. Currently a fish person.
Also, no nobles, just a bunch of stuff.
Well, let's gather it up so we can try to determine if any of it is stuff that needs to go back to what house.
Okay.
It might buy us some goodwill, if nothing else, amongst the nobility here.
Especially since I wrecked their clothing. That lady's gonna be pissed.
we
You
Changed
changed.
clothes.
You changed. I did not.
Yeah.
I jumped right in.
Oh, at Horace's comment, sorry for cutting myself off, but at Horace's comment of like there being a disease that makes people like slimy, he's going to turn to him. Currently, a person of fish, a Kuotoa, and just looks down at himself. Like, I mean, yeah, I'd imagine.
Yeah,
Yes.
there
speak.
might be just a slight crackle of eldritch energy around Brevin's fingertips as he's not entirely sure that Latona is on their side since he looks like one of the critters they had to go through. He hasn't been having a good time with fish-looking people in this city.
In a accented common, because it isn't his first language, he's going to look at Dandy, who is currently wearing in a beautiful dress, yet bloody, but still a beautiful dress, and say, "Oh, am I underdressed?" Because he's currently wearing like rags. And the fish person in rags, in a moment's notice, becomes a little half elf man, in an elegant purple dress.
Nice.
Hello.
Cool. Now I'm hallucinating. Let's get the hell out of the sewer.
It's the fumes.
Question, did we put any of the items that were gathered from that Wyatt was looking at into our group loot yet?
I'm sure. Let me go ahead and go over all of that for you real quick, and then you can get out of the sewers if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
But for now, what was in that was 3 neatly folded, noble sets of clothing, each gaudy and expensive, worth about 15 gold each, as well as several pouches containing a total of 92 platinum, 108
Wow.
gold, 45 silver, 2 tourmalines worth 100 gold each. Go ahead.
Question, how much silver was that?
It was 45 silver pieces.
Could you
45
enter the
silver.
chat?
Yeah, 1 second.
I got several pouches with 92 platinum, 82 gold, 45 silver, 2 tourmalines worth.
It was 108 gold. I'll go ahead and copy pasta it.
108 gold.
Copy pasta.
82.
I'll be blasted.
Did you just poop on me?
Okay. If you're writing it down, I'll take it
Jesus.
out of here. I was trying to record it as he said it.
You're
Our
good.
group
You
thing.
just copy what he's got.
Yeah, I got it right
Okay.
here.
So good.
Is the group?
So, do you all
here-
want the hat of disguise, or shall we roll on magic item table F?
I'm good either way.
Roll.
I was waiting for one person. There's got to be one person who's like, roll.
Chaos.
So fun.
Chaos!
Yes.
Love the Hand of Disguise. Is that common? It's uncommon.
Here,
Andy,
I'll
the
show you all. I'll show you all what
bomb
it
has
does
spoken.
before we decide to get rid of it.
Yeah, I think that's the hat that you put on. You can just cast Disguise Self. Like whenever.
If you're
So
feeling bad
here
about
it
yourself today, put
is.
the hat on.
Oh, it can keep you clean at all times. No one would ever notice the blood.
Okay, here it is. Here's the Hat of Disguise. Pretty basic. Pretty self-explanatory.
Let's roll randomness.
Yeah.
Chaos. Chaos.
Magic item table F. We will. Well, I guess it's a pretty decent one. There's no potions or scrolls on it. It's all items. All right.
Those are the exciting ones.
Who would like to roll?
Not it.
Nah.
Horace, was that you? Did you want to do it?
Is that a D100?
D100.
Here we go.
53. 53 is a staff of the Python.
Ooh.
Hey.
I think that's a little more interesting than the Hat of Disguise.
Yeah.
Chaos wins again.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that brings our gold pieces up to.
Oh, it's pretty.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it's the thing that turns into a snake when you toss it. Yeah.
Oh my god, Vex has this.
Vex, had the one-eyed trouser snake.
No, but like with a belt.
Mhm. Yeah, I saw that. That was in that's in episode 3, right?
Yep.
3, yeah. It was. I know nothing about campaign 1, except for the show. So
I
that's
didn't
fun.
know that was what this was, but I thought it was
No,
neat.
I don't think it is. I'm not sure if it is. But it like similar thing, I think.
Yeah, just an object you can toss to create a snake.
Yeah, this is a
Huh.
Giant
definitely
constrictor.
not. Definitely not what Vex has.
So, has to be cleric, druid, or warlock. Does either Horace or Wyatt want this thing?
I don't want it. I
I
punch
don't-
things.
Yeah, I don't want it.
Welp. I guess I
Brevin,
got it.
lean into the creepy shit. Just do it.
Okay.
Hey, a giant constrictor snake restrains, which gives advantage
Okay.
on melee
Oh,
hit.
yeah.
So it's actually really useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Okay.
they hit with an attack, there's
Cool.
there's a no save grapple that happens.
No save grapple is always super good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll pick that up
So,
then.
furthermore,
Yeah.
Tony, what were you planning on doing with that aboleth stomach? Because there are things that you can do, surprisingly enough.
Well, I'm assuming I didn't cut it yet. Because
Right.
oh,
It would
wait,
be a survival check, and
Wait.
we haven't really had much harvesting of animals in the Descent into Avernus game. So when with survival checks to harvest things from animals in my games, basically what we do is you'll make a survival check. There's a DC for success, and the higher above that you get, the more successful you are. The lower below it you get, the less successful you are, obviously, towards a critical failure point, basically. That means you get nothing, and if you get far enough below that critical failure point, there are negative effects.
Don't worry, there will be more animal harvesting in the Avernus game soon.
Okay.
And the being reminded that it is the flesh of the aboleth that does the disease. He's gonna go towards the mouth of the aboleth, and then reach over his shoulder, like into his bag, pull a rat out, and then throw it into its mouth as he casts Mage Hand.
Nice.
And the rat is going to skitter around and try and find something.
Make a
Dandy
survival check.
watches this. Dandy's watching him do this and is just like, out of every fucked up thing we've seen today, this wins.
Really?
You just chucked your pet into its face.
You he's going to look down at himself as like a large family of rats just crawls out of his bag. There's like multiple dozens of them.
That doesn't make it better.
They're fine. They're immune to disease. And so yeah, does he like? Okay, let me see how this. The hand lasts for the duration. The hand vanishes. Yeah, can it like find anything in there?
Yeah,
If,
manipulate
like,
objects. I usually allow pretty fine work to be done with the mage hand. So, first off, go ahead and roll a survival check.
We're
What-
doing the
what-
guidance on the
With
survival.
with guidance from Horus.
What you doing there, buddy?
Does he come over here? For the guidance, because he's like all the way.
There you go.
All right. So I should have asked this before, but what were you looking for? Now
well,
that you've
originally-
successfully found it, what was it that you were trying to do here?
Well, he's willing to find anything, honestly.
Okay.
But what he was specifically looking for was like any kind of skeleton or skull.
Okay. It is essentially a cephalopod, at least
No,
from.
not theirs. Not there.
Oh,
the thing's
okay.
Skull. Like a skull in its stomach.
Okay. You would find Kuatoa skeletons. Is what you would find. And furthermore, you did stumble across its mucus sac, which you were able to successfully remove, containing a not small quantity of aboleth mucus. And I'm sure you would all love to know what that does.
Now, years of fighting these dark creatures, and I never once thought about harvesting them. That's weird.
We took a poison. We took a poison sac from
The
one of the
wyvern, yeah.
manticores,
Wyvern,
the wyvern, just last week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
I'm,
the-
still weird.
It was weird then, it's weird now, damn it.
as the rat just comes out, like tugging like the sack with its teeth, he's going to reach down with like a little pouch, and take the organ, in it, and then put it in his bag. Interesting.
I hope you know that Dandy's not going to be throwing mice and squirrels and shit into bigger things' mouths. See what happens.
Just see what happens.
Well, I mean,
Listen, his rats just brought him a present.
they can do a lot of things. He'll like grab one and throw it into the air, and it like sprouts little wings, and just starts floating there. Is there still water in this room?
No, it is drained out completely.
Oh, okay. But they can do lots of things. They can fly. They can breathe underwater. They can get squished and still be okay. Like they can.
Oh my gosh, the rats are like me.
You are like a rat. They are very durable. Yes. I wasn't looking for this. I was expecting to find the skull of a nobility. I've heard, or I've seen rather, they, at least a dozen nobles come down to these chambers and never leave. I assumed they were eaten. I guess it might have been a while ago, or perhaps they
Well,
weren't
we
eaten at all.
Well, we found one that along the riverbank coming outside of here trapped in some sort of biological cocoon thing. So I kind of suspect that they're being shipped downriver is what I would suspect.
They're being turned into Kuatoa. And as he says that, he turns into a Kuatoa.
So at this point, Dandy, from behind you, you hear a shrill woman's voice say, "No, he's not eating them. We're sending them to Waterdeep." And Lady Atalia is awake.
That was quick.
Excellent.
He says,
Dandy's
"Please."
gonna rip the earth
She looks at her hands and she says, "Oh my, Dandy, do you still have one of her hands?"
Yeah, but it's giving her the bird.
Oh God.
Oh.
So she says, "Please, I'll tell you anything. I swear I was only a pawn in this game."
Yeah, okay.
My dear, you're going to be telling us anything regardless, because even if you lie, I can just kill you and ask your corpse.
She says, "That doesn't really provide much incentive, does it?"
Could I insight check her?
Yeah.
I rolled right there.
Okay. With a 14, you can tell that she is most certainly still lying. That's about it, though. Not about what specifically you may not know.
Dandy's going to point out she's still got legs, forearms, shoulders.
Oh god.
Just...
Oh my god.
Okay. So, threat of dismemberment being what it is, pretty strong. So she would say that Usith and I were both essentially minions of something far, far greater. I will admit that with Usith out of the way, I had hoped that I could take over his position, but you all certainly proved that to be out of the question. But there is something out in the deep that I must say I fear far more than anything you all could do to me. And she says it has its tentacles all throughout Yartar.
I assume that isn't figurative.
She begins to shake her head slowly.
All right, enough talkie-talkie. We need to get out of here. Bag her up.
Back her up. Back her up.
Well, I can't. I don't want to grab her. I might kill her.
At some point, Wyatt, I hope you know that we're going to have a conversation about why you can't touch people.
Sure. Doesn't mean I'll talk to you about it, but okay.
He has personal space issues.
Thank you, Horace.
Dandy has danger issues. He basically just gave her a spicy challenge.
Oh no.
Do you lot have
I don't have a bag. Does anybody have a big enough bag to
Just-
hold her?
Please,
He's
there's
got a
no need.
ponytail or has a fist.
There's
If
no
only
need. I can tell you whatever you need to know. It's an ancient kraken. He lives just outside of the city of Waterdeep. And as she's saying that, you see her kind of twitch to the side, and one of her eyes just immediately goes blood red. You see blood start to come down from her nose, and she sloughs off over to the side.
Heal her. Heal her now.
With
Someone heal
I
her.
use my second channel divinity to cast preserve life.
Really? Heal her now?
If she's dying for a reason.
So
Yeah,
she begins to sputter and cough out blood, and she's like, "I saw him.
Stop talking.
He knows."
Stop talking. Shh.
Bind her mouth. I tie a rope around her mouth so she can't talk. She's gonna get herself killed.
Okay.
We just like
The ladder we go.
full.
All right, so you all got all of the stuff out of the office. You got the pendant from Artan. There is one last thing that I forgot to mention in there. There is a rather interesting looking shield. It appears to have been designed specifically for use of an Avaleth's minion. Its surface is this strange, sickly green color. And who do you think would be the first one to touch this shield?
Oh no.
Wyatt was the one looking through it, right?
That's true. I did grab all the stuff from the
Okay. Wyatt, this shield, as you're going through the loot and going through the things, it is adhered to your hand.
Ooh.
So as you find, like, what's your strength score, Wyatt?
21.
Yeah. So your hand is adhered to it, and you take a quick tug, and a passing tug does not free you from this shield, but you can rip your hand off pretty easily. It's very much just like a strong glue. With a strength score of 21, I don't think it's possible for you to fail at getting your hand unstuck from that. But you also find this back there. A sticky shield.
Okay. Take it easy. Hi. Yay, sticky shield.
Huh. Let me rename that to Sticky Shield.
I think we got booted off.
What?
Oh, there you are. Okay.
Did
What? I don't know what this is. Can I throw it at Brevin and see if it sticks like a giant blue frisbee?
Yeah, Brevin, make a dex save.
Captain America style.
By the way, did she take the 3 sources of healing that she got? 'Cause I
Yeah,
think
she
there
did.
was
She is alive and looking very afraid. Brevin, that shield strikes you squarely and is now adhered to you.
Okay. I look up from scowling at the lady in purple with showing just a little bit of teeth, a little bit of the fangs. I look up with a sharp "What is?" why it says, "Hey, Brevin," and get smacked square in the ribs.
Ooh.
Coolest frisbee we've ever found.
Dandy is bent over laughing. This is hysterical.
I grab it and try to yank it off, and thus my hands get stuck to it.
Hey, throw a rat at it and see if it sticks.
So,
It's
Say
a
it
it's a
requires
DC
a-
11 strength save to remove yourself from it.
this might take a while.
Can you use it to climb a wall?
Oh, green.
Oh,
Or hang on the wall.
that's like
I can already do that.
it's like it's like it's
There
like
you
how
go.
it's like how the unmovable rod works, where you can like use it to climb if you have 2 of them.
Nice.
He finally shakes it off. Is like, what? What in the name of the gods did they coat that thing with?
The aboleth behind you twitches a little bit.
Yeah.
Because Dandy asked, Orion, or not Orion, fuck, sorry, Latoni throws a rat at the shield and it just slips off. They
Nice.
are they are immune to basically everything. They are quite the little fey friends.
I'm gonna feel real bad, but can I grab one?
The rats?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of them are real, some of them are fey.
Oh.
I don't know which ones are which. They just like I find a family of real rats and they just join me, and like climb in my bag. So there's like a whole, you can take whatever.
Help.
Why everything's killing rats?
Oh no.
Yeah.
if
We
you
should really get back to the Baron of
Yeah.
our the Baroness. No.
The Water
Lord
Baron.
Rich.
Water Baron.
The Water
Baron. I
Baron,
knew that.
mortal enemy of Lord Dryland.
Yep. We should really get back to her and give this woman's confessional.
Mm-hmm.
I would also like a shower.
Just like fish guts
Just
everywhere.
like some more fish off her, yeah.
So, as you all make your way back up to this, it is still nighttime. Probably about, actually, it might be getting pretty close to dawn. The sky might be getting that little tiny bit of lightning going from that deep dark all the way up to the pre-dawn light. Probably about 3 or 4 in the morning right now. But yeah. So, are you heading straight to the Water Baron's house?
Yes.
Yes.
as we get above the surface, I'm gonna wear my casual adventurer clothes and become a human.
Do you do this a lot?
Shapeshift?
Yeah.
Change shape, whatever. Yeah, it's a thing that I like to do. Uh, also, when Wyatt picked up one of the rats, it would just like sit there and not be injured. Friendly little guys.
The good news is, if we ever get hungry, we've got an endless source of protein.
To prove that that isn't true, he's going to just like take one of his short swords, poke it into the rat, and it just comes out the other side. He pulls the sword back, and it just like the rat is fine. They can't be.
Challenge accepted.
All right. So, as you all make your way back through the city, your grisly captive in tow, and I'm sure you all looking and smelling fantastic after your night out on the town, you do eventually make it back the to the um, to the Water Baron's home, and there's a pair of guards out front, and they've obviously been notified about you all arriving. They very slowly and skeptically lift up their spears out of the way to let you pass into the courtyard.
As we're walking, I start using prestidigitation on myself to at least get the worst of it off.
Okay.
Dandy's gonna flap at him, requesting the same, please.
He starts doing so.
Thank you.
I'm honestly not sure how blood works with the magical clothes that I have. I don't know if it's like I have to clean each one, or if like all of them are bloody when one of them is bloody. But you could make that call if you want.
Why don't you decide? That's more of a flavor call, so you can be the judge of that.
All right, I have to clean each one individually.
All right,
so
cool.
The one that I'm currently in is clean.
Reverend just glad he doesn't have to breathe.
Dandy is telling the story of what she did while everyone else was fighting the aboleth. There were 60 of these fish things, and I fought them all single-handedly.
Latoni, you saw that, didn't you?
He was in the crowd. Knowing that there was about like 12 of them. He says nothing.
Okay. So, as you all approach, one of the night servants sees you all and says that they will inform Lady. The names in this place are so weird, but they will inform Lady Nestra of your return. And a few moments later, she does come out. Obviously, having just been asleep, but she does nonetheless approach you all.
Probably still looks better than us.
I was honestly expecting you all to come in front of her with like just blood and guts all over her fancy clothes that she lent to you all, but you all did good.
Wyatt's still pretty dirty.
Lady Nestra, our apologies for awaking you this early. But, well, we've had at least some success in the endeavors that you've sent us on. But we found a hideous creature in the sewer that apparently had been attempting to enslave the various nobles of this city and sending them down to Waterdeep. However, on the negative side, it appears as if it may have only been part of a larger organization, which our captive here also is a part of.
Atalia kind of weakly looks up, and Nestor Rutholio, the Water Baron, she says, "Very well. Well, as agreed on." She kind of waves a hand, and one of the servants leaves. What were you gonna say?
I would advise caution because she claims that this organization of the Kraken is what she calls it, that it has tentacles throughout the city here. and she herself possesses a degree of mental abilities beyond that normally seen. Ability to read and control minds at times. Thus the
She
somewhat extreme measures that we took regarding her hands.
You're welcome.
So the Water Baron nods and says, "Do you know of anyone in the city that she might have been involved with?"
Oh yeah, she said his name.
Usef.
Usef.
So Usef was the
Was the
guy.
Right.
that-
Usif was
he's-
the aboleth.
Usef was the
Yeah.
aboleth. Usef
Oh,
was the name
that's
she
the
gave to
name.
the monstrosity we battled.
when he appeared to us as the illusionary guy.
Right.
Right, wasn't Usef, correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't Usef like running something though?
Usith was the person who Lady Atalia reported to. She only ever saw him beneath the sewers, and he never came up above the surface. Usith
Okay.
was the phantasmal force projection of the aboleth.
Okay. Who was the person that owned and ran the
Dryland.
Dryland? That's right. Okay.
So,
Yeah. She had claimed that Lord Dryland wasn't really part of it, but who knows about the actual veracity of what she has, she wants to say. I mean, she fibbed us to try to feed us to that creature and took control of an individual that we trusted, so.
and on that note, you all would notice that Elaine slipped away. Her 27 stealth check was no match for anyone here's passive perceptions, unfortunately. But she did slip away on your way here.
Man, I was gonna say she wants some wyvern venom to poke folks with. Oh well.
Okay.
I trust Lady Waterbaron that you have facilities to hold someone such as this.
She nods that she does, and that they will get to the bottom of her involvement in what was going on here. They say that they will send you notice if and when they find anything out that could be useful towards your endeavors. The Water Baron does know that you all are here basically hunting giants.
Mm-hmm.
So she says if she uncovers anything relating to that she will be sure to let you know. But as it stands, the relationship between anything here and the Kraken Society does trouble her.
Mm-hmm.
She says that she's noticed that it's been getting more and more established farther and farther inland, and in more and more cities have been falling under the influence of this strange society.
Hmm. Well, from what she had told us, it is some sort of creature out in the ocean off of the shoreline.
She nods and she says, I had really hoped that their name was simply figurative, but it seems to be pointing more and more towards it being quite a literal Kraken society.
Well, just let us know what information that you all can find out, and also if you would, and also if there is anything else that we could possibly provide some assistance with while we're here.
She nods and says that the kidnapping of the nobles was the only major issue that they had been experiencing recently, and that she's sure that that Lady Rosolio would be thrilled to hear that you've discovered and thwarted her son's kidnapper. But in the meantime, Lady Rosolio would be far less amiable to being woken at these wee hours than she would. So you are all more than welcome to rest here for the night if you'd like.
Okay.
Thank you. Danny's gonna sit on the carpet and right in front of her, like clearly planning to sleep right there.
Well, probably not literally here, Dandy.
Oh,
Maybe
The
in a
the
bed.
water baron says, "No, it's fine. You all earned it. Sleep wherever you like. Take any empty room that you find, or any couch or floor space."
woohoo!
When getting into this room, Latoni would have, or speaking with this person and walking past them, Latoni would have looked like basically Brevin, and like walked last, so she, uh, so she would have just like seen Brevin go by twice.
Nice. She would have taken a double take, but after so much experience with adventurers, it doesn't even really shock that bad. Weird, but par for the course. Right, but how does Brevin respond to that? Turn around and see another Brevin.
Oh, let me see if he notices first. He was busy talking, he may not have noticed.
Yeah, go for it. Nope.
If he did, okay. So he doesn't notice all through the little speech thing. How long is Latona staying in his form?
Latoni.
Oh, Latoni, my apologies.
No, that's fine. Well, he just stays there for as long as the woman is there, and will sit like in as much crowd as he can, to avoid being noticed.
Okay. So, a few moments after the water baron leaves, the servant that she had gestured to go retrieve your reward returns, and she does come back with 200 gold pieces for each of you. Latoni, there's also that for you. They kind of just brought 200 gold out for anyone that was there. Like, there could have been like 5 or 6 riffraff from the street, and they probably would have gotten gold too.
I thought she gave us the 500 gold each for the gambling,
200.
and that was to be.
It was 200 each.
Shut up.
It was 200 each up front, and that you got to keep whatever was left, and then she's giving you 200 more each.
Oh, okay. So looking at 400 total to add to this. Okay. I had not added it there.
So, you know, I'm not a smart dwarf, but it appears to me that if someone's looking for Brevin, maybe we could use the tunnels as an excuse for having him disappeared. I'm just saying we
You
we
want to
have the
kill Brevin?
no, we have the amulet of proof versus location
But-
and detection, and we can
Well,
have Brevin wear that, and then we can just have, Brevin use a disguise or something and just be someone else who joined the party.
Please let me make him look like a barbarian.
the problem with that is it is also what is keeping the giants from locating the item that our item.
Right.
That's the flaw.
Okay.
If we
actually,
had
I noticed when that woman was speaking, the very, very wealthy woman who gave us lots of money, while they were speaking, they mentioned, you lot are hunting giants, right?
Or perhaps to be more specific, we're trying to get to the bottom of what is causing all the various giant attacks up and down the Sword Coast and the entire western part of this section of the world.
It's an interest of the Lord's Alliance, and we're looking into that for them.
Well, I have an aligning motivation for being here.
I don't believe you.
I you do want to like wait? Do you actually want to like insight or something? But
Oh, no, I just wanted you to react.
okay.
This is why we can't make friends, guys.
What am I? Job
It-
liver?
It is,
No, you're one of us. Sorry.
it is, as I was saying, it is of the interest of the Summer Queen, that the giant battles in the material plane come to an end. And that
Did-
is why I'm here.
Is who the Summer Queen is common knowledge? Because I'm pretty sure Danny's gonna be like, the what?
You can make I think that would be an Arcana or History check.
Yeah.
Okie
okay.
doke.
I think I will roll that too just to see what I get. I think history would probably be a better one for Brandon. So let's
Yeah, I
go with
think
that.
Wyatt's gonna roll history too because he doesn't know, or he trying to remember.
Wyatt, you would have a far more a far deeper knowledge of the Fey realms and the Summer Queen and the Seelie and Unseelie Fey than most of the others here, I would believe.
Mm-hmm.
Does that
Wyatt's
seem
also
right, Wyatt?
stupid. Oh yeah, anything from the outer planes, I think Wyatt's like fairly knowledgeable about.
These would
It's
be the
inner plane stuff that he has no idea what's going on.
Oh yeah, the Feywild's inner plane.
Yeah, I was only asking because of your Fey wife. How much knowledge of the Fey that you have because of that?
That was a secret.
Sorry, my bad. That was a secret. Oh shit! You heard nothing. All of you heard nothing.
None of you heard anything.
Uh,
Bro code, bro.
I think Dandy and Horace got it.
Yes. So Horus for sure. Dandy, somewhat. You would be aware of the existence of the Seelie and Unseelie courts of the Feywild. Essentially, one. I mean, this is very reductive, but one being the good side and one being the light side, one being the dark side of the Feywild, and the Summer Queen being associated with the Seelie court.
The good court essentially. It is in my queen's interest that the fights come to an end. So I am working on that.
The Fae?
Yes. If you couldn't tell, and his like hand just starts changing from like rapidly shape changing. I'm not exactly human.
I just
Yeah,
thought you
you're-
were weird.
I mean, this group is pretty much not human, so except for that guy.
Just, and then we got Charles too. Charles and Wyatt.
My apologies. Humanoid. I'm not.
Is
human.
Charles human?
Charles is human.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
he
sure.
is.
My apologies. I meant humanoid. I'm not that either. That would include everyone else.
Right.
Yes, I'm not humanoid. I'm from the Feywild, and I serve my queen. She's worried about the potential for this war to seep over to the Feywild, and I am in part responsible for making sure that does not happen. She, largely, she's worried about Fomorians as their perpetual enemy, but most of the other giants are equally scary.
All right. All right, everyone.
Really good.
I'm
All right. So,
Hey,
go ahead.
quick question.
Yeah.
Is there a active fireplace somewhere around here?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Okay. I need to take something off right quick.
And burn it?
It's
I have questions.
suspicious. Okay.
It's like another undead thing, because I thought we
It's-
put that to bed.
It's worse because you guys don't see his face right now.
Oh no.
No, he just goes to the fire and tosses in a set of herbs while he's while his eyes kind of turn amber, and for a few minutes as he's sitting there,
Oh, he's just getting stoned.
and the smoke and ash retakes the form of E and pops out.
E.
Yay.
Yeah. Poor guy got eaten.
Who proceeds
Insight
to
check.
hit?
How mad is E?
Yeah.
You don't need an insight check. He hisses at everyone, and in whatever language bats use, is swearing out I'm worse than a dwarven sailor with 3 wives and 4 mothers.
Nope, I'm not. I'm not sleeping in here. Wipe the son's room.
You're gonna wake up with a bat and a butcher knife over you.
He then proceeds to fly over to Charles, open up his bag of holding, and dig out some rations to consume.
Nice.
Does E have thumbs?
Nobody makes up for it with enthusiasm.
You do have a bag of holding. We could have put her in there.
She got blood all over our stuff.
I mean, we could have wrapped her wounds.
All right, y'all. So why don't you go ahead and take your long rest, and we'll go ahead and take our break for the night. And when we come back, you can collect the second half of your reward from Lady Rosolio, and we can continue on from there. All right. So welcome back, everyone. It is now morning in Yartar. You've all had a much-needed rest at the Water Baron's home here in Yartar, and only thing left to do here in the city is to collect your reward from Miss Rosolio, Artan's mother, the lovely lady that you all remember from earlier. Simply magnificent disposition she had. So yeah, was there anything you would like to take care of in town here at the Water Baron's house before doing so? They have said that they will be in touch and that the Water Baron will reach out if they learn anything more from Atalia, who they plan to question at length.
Nothing I can really think of?
Is there a place that sells, or is there like a market?
Oh yeah.
Like a market?
Yes, absolutely. There are plenty of markets here in Yartar. Pretty much anything that you could need as far as mundane items you can find here.
Is there anywhere advertising itself as like, basically like a magical pawn shop or something like that? Like just a small, any kind of magic shop?
No magic item shops, unfortunately. Nothing like that here in Yartar. It's basically just mundane items that you can find here.
Okay.
Should we touch base with the hand?
I'm trying to.
I'm surprised they haven't found us.
Yeah, same. Just, hello? Are you there?
The hand?
Yeah.
The Hand of Yartar. Latoni, the Hand of Yartar is an all-women's thieves guild that operates here in the city. What you know of them so far is that they had suspected that something was going on the Grand Dame, the riverboat casino on which the players were on before heading into the sewers. And you just recently discovered that they had sent Elaine Van Enrick, the assassin down in the sewers, in to investigate. That is all you've heard from them, though.
I would like to hear Dandy explain who the hand are.
Okay, so the Hand of Yartar is basically this group of badass women who basically run the underworld in Yartar, and they're kind of my favorite people here so far. Besides the orc on the gambling ship, who is my new best friend. Sorry, Brevin.
Gotcha.
You've been replaced.
He knew the day was coming.
Actually, could I buy? Oh wait, rations are like 2 a pound, right?
Right.
Or like two pounds each, or something like that.
I believe so. I will check.
Oh, that's a bit heavy.
Do you need help carrying something, weak new friend?
I can carry plenty, but I'm looking to buy a bit of food. I'm a bit of a chef, and if we're going to be in this urban environment for much longer, I'm going to need to purchase it, since it's harder to scavenge in a city, I think.
Yeah, you can find whatever supplies that you need here. Rations are 5 silver, as they are listed in the PHP, and yeah, as you mentioned, 2 pounds apiece.
Ouch. Okay. Yeah, I'll buy two. How many of us are there? There's 5, right?
6 total.
Yeah, but I don't have to eat,
Yeah.
so that helps.
He's our favorite weirdo.
You'd want to eat for my cooking, and I'll spend 3 gold to get 6 things of rations.
Nice. So yeah, that can be just rations if you'd like it to be, or it can be produce, things of that nature.
Yeah, mostly, it's like mostly lettuce and greens and stuff like that, since that's what I've been primarily cooking with for my life.
Okay.
All right. Well, yes. If you lot don't mind, I'd like to accompany you, as I mentioned our common interest.
Well,
Yeah,
we have had some individuals who've had to depart from our company recently.
Well, that's rather unfortunate.
I mean, the more the merrier.
All right. Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
We should, we
she's
should-
immediately going to like drag Latoni over to look at beef.
Oh.
So this would be at Lady Rosolio's place, I believe, is where they were currently being held for you, or was it the Water Baron's house where you're?
Wow, that is.
I believe it was Lady Rosolio's house that they were
I
currently
think
being
so
held.
too.
So as you all approach Rosolio Manor, the stables just outside, you all would see your cart and your stables being prepared for you. Word must have reached her already that you were staying with the Water Baron, but yeah. Your cart and horses are all out front waiting for you, and as is Beef.
Dandy's gonna run up and headbutt him via Hercules and Pegasus.
Nice. Tony, I don't know if you've met Beef yet, but
Is there any other than being like a horse? Is there anything? Are they especially large or something?
this is Beef.
He's the best horse.
Yeah, but is there any like distinguishable characteristics other than being like a really cool horse? Okay.
I don't. Dandy does not understand the question. Like, it's beef.
Fair enough. My apologies.
What more do you need?
I didn't know if it was like a particularly muscular horse to be, I don't know, very aptly named or something.
Oh no, he's beefy as F. Look at that picture. Look at these flanks.
Got the thickest skull I've seen. Have you seen her headbutt that thing? It's dense.
All right, so as you're all out there, reacquainting with your mounts, and making sure everything's at your cart, everything is as you left it, nothing has been tampered with. Kamed, the Lady Rosolio's servant / butler / guard, comes out and says that he's been expecting you all, and gestures you to follow him, and if all is as he expects it to be, you all will be aptly rewarded.
Okay. I'll follow him. I will follow him up there.
Following Brevin.
So, as you all get led into Rosolio Manor, the very first thing that you notice upon entering the grand hall of the manor through the main entryway is a very large fish tank directly to the right of the entryway. And as you all approach, a very familiar figure comes swimming up to you all much faster than you would expect any person to be able to swim. As Arton Rosolio pops his head up from the top of the tank and says, "Hey guys! What do you think of my new digs? Pretty cool, right?"
I think you're going to be single forever.
He kind of just gives you like a blank stare, like, "What?"
I mean,
Brevin just
See
Is
elf out
quite.
there for you.
Braven is just pretty sure that that has nothing to do with the fish tank and being single forever.
Speaking of these lovely diseases, if I remember correctly, Horace, you did something last session to remove the diseases, or was that Wyatt? Or is anybody still affected?
Both of them did.
We
Both of
both
them
did.
it.
We both
Okay.
did. We both did lesser restorations.
Perfect.
Brevin failed a con save, but it wasn't clear what it was. But it wasn't this fish thing, I don't think.
Okay.
He swallowed something.
Sewer water, that's right. Cool.
Ah.
Proceed.
First.
But
Then
yeah.
again, no more than he has. But then again, no more than he has to eat, drink, or breathe. It could be like 5 sessions in before anything happens to him regarding that. But anyhow,
Okay.
So
But
sorry.
as you're having that conversation with Artan, you hear a woman from nearby say, "That's enough, Artan. Head back into the rear tanks while I discuss business with these folks." And as Artan kind of quickly jumps back into his tank and swims off, Lady Rosilio approaches. She says, "I do apologize for my dim-witted son. Hopefully he wasn't too aggravating. So, have you retrieved the pendant?"
Yes, we have.
Wonderful. Kamed. And he approaches with... He approaches with the agreed-upon sum, which I am reminding myself of now. I believe was 600 gold. 100 apiece.
oh, cool. It's 100 apiece. Okay. Let me remove that from there. Oh. Question: do we wish to, before we leave town, do we wish to cash in the 10 golden goose coins, which are 10 gold apiece?
Probably, because it's not like they're good anywhere else, but on the...
So we can say that you all cash those in with the Water Baron. She would be the one to do that.
Okay. So let me just put the 100 from that in the group loot and take it off.
Is Beef in here with us?
In her living room? No.
Aw.
So in our group
I
loot, that
imagine
brings us to
Kamed would not have
total-
allowed this either.
Okay, so in the group loot, we currently have a total of 900 gold pieces. Because the 100 apiece from her, I'm assuming just 100 in our individual amounts is what I'm assuming we're putting that in.
That's up to all of you.
Yeah. So not bad as far as gold this little trip.
Yeah.
Brevin does tell the noble lady that as far as the immediate individual who had ensnared and altered Artan over there, that that creature has been dispatched.
Oh.
But that it appears as if it was only part of a large organization, so it may still be wise to be
You
wary.
mistake me with someone who cares. You've retrieved my family heirloom. Your service to me is done.
I was only mentioning it because if they saw fit to try to gather your family heirloom, there is always the chance they may attempt to do so in the future.
Oh, well. Hopefully next time they take the boy and not the pendant, right?
Well, if nothing else, with him being inside aquarium, at least he's not going to be going through the family coffers as quickly gambling it away.
Small mercies.
Huh. Okay.
Anyhow, it has been a pleasure, and hopefully you won't ever have any need for services from those such as us again.
One can only hope. Kamed, you may see them out.
I'm gonna. Before we leave, I'm gonna make sure that Beef takes like the biggest poop on her lawn.
Okay.
Once we are back into the general city,
Yep.
would there be anywhere that's like, I guess like a pound or like somewhere selling dogs, like mastiffs?
Yeah. Go ahead and make an investigation charisma check.
Oh, yay. Okay. That means that it's just charisma.
Would anybody like to assist in Latoni's search for
I'll help
a
you
shelter? Here we go.
I'll help you out. What do I need to roll?
No, that just turns the check to advantage, which
Okay.
has a much better result. So yeah.
Are we getting a puppy? We're getting a puppy.
I'm looking for a friend, yes.
You
so,
just made
yeah.
like 8 friends.
I mean, yes. My ability to get along with humanoids is flighting a little bit.
Limited.
Mm.
Okay, so yeah, so you are able to come across a couple animal stalls, a couple of pet stores, if you will, in one of the market areas. So why don't you tell us what kind of animal you're looking for, or better yet, what kind of animal you find?
All right. Yes. So he's going to be looking for actually he's going to, like, while they're walking through the city, like get as they like go through a bit of a crowd, he'll become a halfling. Same clothes and stuff, but just a halfling now. And continues to look for the like a place that sells mastiffs. Specifically, mastiffs trained to be mounts.
Oh, nice.
So he's yeah, and eventually, with the help of the others, they find like a bit of a kennel or like a pound where they just train mastiffs to be able to carry a lot, and obviously be ridden. Um, and they find what is a good type of dog? I guess. Oh wait, is a mastiff? That's like a breed.
A mastiff is a type of dog.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's a breed. Okay, yeah, they just find a mastiff then. It has like a thick black coat, with like, I guess, white spots. As opposed to a Dalmatian, which is like the inverse.
No, Google, I am in fact searching for war mount dog, not any other.
Yeah, so yeah, he finds a black mastiff with white spots, and immediately purchases it, and they are 25 gold.
A dog that would actually be trained to be mounted, as in, is not uncommon with gnomes, halflings, and the other small folk. That is actually a bit more than the standard price for a mastiff, so we will call that 40 GP for a one that is already trained to accept a mount.
All right. Yes, 40 GP. That would mean. Yep, that's 262. Great.
Okay.
All right.
So we will use the mastiff art and block for now. However, if you want to find me art of whatever your particular mastiff looks like, we can swap that out whenever you're ready.
Yeah. All right. I don't have any plans right now, but he's just going to hop on, and then kind of giddy up back towards the group.
I like how this mastiff's already got like tack on. Okay, and you now have control of the mastiff.
Hey.
And
Alright,
we will use the
back to it.
standard mounted combat rules for said mastiff. That mastiff has a saddle. It's already ready to go. What the hell? It has barding. It is a barded freaking dog.
Oh.
That would explain its 12 armor class. Very cool.
Oh, they're quite low on health though.
Yeah,
They're
very
not-
very squishy. Here, why don't we?
What about you?
One of the things that I like to do for mounts and other friends of that nature that have low starting HP. Dan, you can do this for beef too if you want to, but I like to roll their HP until we get something that has a crit success in there. Get them started off on a
So
good
you-
foot.
So you
what would
just
you like
do
us to roll?
the
So-
highest possible roll. So that's the highest possible roll then.
Not the highest
Okay.
possible. Here, I will show an example right now. I'll let you roll this when it comes time. But basically, you can hit the hit points marker, and we want to see a green number. Like that. That's not the max, but it means, oh, that is the max.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
what
it's okay. So yeah, so it would be a max with something with so few hit dice. So the mastiff can have 9 hit points instead of 8. Instead of
Oh, okay. So if it only has, yeah.
if it has more hit
Okay.
dice than that, then this works out better. Like for instance, Dandy, we can roll Beef's hit points until Beef has a crit success in his hit dice roll. So, would you like to do it? All you have to do when you open up Beef's stat block, you just change. You just hit the right next to where it says hit points 13 2d10 plus 2. You just click on those numbers. Yep. Going until we see green. Hey,
Oh, 19.
nice.
Yay!
Whoa. So before it was that would be 14.
I'm
It was
changing it
13.
right now.
Now it's
So it's 19.
Thank you.
No problem.
I don't know how do I access the Mastiff stats?
Once
Oh,
we
it's
have a
up.
name for it, what I'll do is I'll adjust the token, which is what I'm doing for Beef right now. So once we have a name
Yeah, I got
for him and everything and art, then we can set that all up.
Yeah, I can set it up now. I got it.
Okay.
All right. Now we can get back to what we were doing. Sorry about that. He'll just keep riding along.
We will always take puppy breaks.
Okay.
Hmm.
9 and 9. And those are all set. Fantastic. So,
They have a name now.
oh, they do? No, nice.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. And they go down the road. No idea where we're really going. I'm just following along. I've never been in the material plane before.
Well, you're getting a little bit of a circuit of the local area.
Revan, you were breaking up quite a bit there.
Because in our... Oh,
You went robotic, babe.
my apologies. Is that better?
Yes.
Well, you're kind of getting a tour of the local area around here because we were in the town of Tribor and kind of received a small list of possible things for us to try to accomplish for the people there.
Anyone else not loading the map? There it goes.
At the moment
a
we
massive
were
map.
on our way to I
No
believe it
NR's
was
hold.
no NR's hold.
We have saddles to drop off.
We have yes.
Anywhere where there's giants to be slain, I will happily.
Well, and Rose, well, we suspect you're probably going to get the chance for that.
So just a quick recap of everything that you do have available to you all right now. The current primary destination, I guess you could call it, would be Everland, where you have a token for the Harpers to deliver, and
Yes.
there is some pretty substantial benefits towards doing so. Did they tell you exactly what was there waiting for you all?
Head east to Everland, find Danavar's house, leave a one-eyed orc.
Okay.
Supposed
So you know who to
meet us
meet.
there.
You know who to meet. Got it.
Yes. We also have a dwarf named Weevil. Is at the Xantharal's Keep. That's a bounty. We have the letter recommendation to King and Queen Citadel Felbar, to the east of Tribor, but we wanted to hit going west first and then head back that way after. We have the saddles that we have to drop off at Noanar's Hold, and we have a possible location on a cache of magic items that used to belong to the Marchester's family in Silvery Moon. That's what I have written down.
Yes, and we also have a possible. And we also had a possible someone on the wanted poster up at
Xanthar's, yeah.
Keep. Yeah.
That was the Weevil.
The Weevil.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's it. Yeah.
Possible location for Yasmina.
Yep. You have heard that her and the Tiger Tribe are up to something in the northern mountains, south of where they normally operate. The Tiger Tribe usually operates right around Icewind Dale, right around the Redhead Glacier, but they have been seen in, I believe it was the Valley of Kedrun, where they were operating.
Oof. Yeah, yeah, that's what I wrote down.
Okay.
I mentioned it in the chat, but could I just buy Barding for Nugget? Because they didn't
Sure.
actually come with any. Their AC is currently just their Dex plus 10.
Okay, cool. Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, I'll find out the price for that.
Yep. And then find out what the AC bonus for it would be for dog barding.
I'm just gonna get hide armor, so it'll be plus 2.
Cool. Okay. So, after a couple of eventful days in Yartar, you all find yourselves on the road once more. So. Oh, that's loud. Okay. So, first off, where y'all headed?
East to Noanar's Hold.
I suspect we were probably following the road, trying to get there instead of going off-road.
Yeah, I think
Right.
Nonar's Hold
means-
is the next place that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. And we established
so
your
we head-
all's traveling pace at about 25 miles a day.
Yeah.
All right, so could you all please, Foster? There is a lot of travel time in this game, and so there's going to be quite a bit of rolling for random encounters, day and night, so on in that manner. So yeah, there's this portion of the adventure is very much like a location bouncing thing where you all have this huge map out ahead of you, decide where to go, and then we figure out what happens in between. So, that being said, would you like to make the first encounter roll for today?
Oh, that's great. Okay. So it's about midday, you said?
Yes, it is. We are making the roll for midday right now.
What dice am I rolling?
You would roll a d20.
Oh, here we go. An 8.
Okay. All right. So
5 aboleths come out of the forest.
5 aboleths, land aboleths.
They move. They have like a 5-foot movement speed. They slide towards us.
All right. But the day does begin rather uneventfully as you all make your way eastward along the Evermore Way. Every now and then you do get that fetid stink rolling off of the Evermores. Those of you that are familiar with it would know that the Evermores is a massive swamp. A lot like the high bogs in I forget what they're called in Lord of the Rings. Those huge flats of just endless bog. But that is nearby. And every now and then you do get the smell of that place wafting over, mists often rolling off of the Evermoors and towards you all. But that first day does pass uneventfully. Okay, sounds good. Dead marshes, thank you. But the first day does pass uneventfully, so let's go ahead and get another d20 for the evening. Anyone can
Should
roll
I
it.
roll it? Or... Oh, Andy rolled it.
Okay.
So that's an.
That is a 19. Andy, could you please roll a d100? Thank you.
61 land aboleths.
Stop. Good news is we've already had werewolves, so that's not it.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Don't say that. Anytime there's a werewolf, my characters get bit.
Oh,
It's just a rule no matter what game it is.
The first
So-
hybrid.
As you are about to set camp, you do notice something odd. Nearby to where you all are setting up your camp, there appears to be another campsite. This one being of much, much larger proportions than you all had, than would be for an average size group like you all. Very clearly that of a giant. Dandy, could you please make an investigation check?
Oh boy. Okay, let's see. That is a.
could I make out the? Could I make out the type of giant?
That is why we asked Dandy, because she would have a unique perspective into what type of giants these were. And
Ruh-roh.
I would have advantage. I was just wondering because I study them and stuff.
yeah, you would, having studied them, Latoni, you would likely also pick up on this. So the both of you would notice that this is a frost giant camp.
So would Dandy know much about them since they're from her neck of the wood?
Yep. And
Okay.
Latoni, you would also know how odd it is for them to be traveling so far south.
Where are we on the map right now?
You all are right about 25 miles east of where you started in Yartar, so right about here.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that is quite far south. In response to the thing that Horace had mentioned while we were walking here, Latoni would have just remarked that he would have just chuckled and remarked that he's immune to lycanthropy. So he's not very bothered by werewolves. But now that we are currently
Good. That means if we find them, you can fight them.
Yeah. Delightfully. They are very fun to watch. Regardless, giants. Should we get the jump on them?
You can make a survival check. Anyone that's out and looking around at the frost giant remains of the frost giant camp.
I don't think you jump on giants.
What is the survival check for?
To see how long this camp has been here. It is quite old. It does appear that the last time this camp actually held any giants was about 3 or 4 days ago.
Oh, I thought you were saying we saw the giants.
No. It's the remnants of a camp.
Oh, okay.
Do we know what direction they're heading?
Survival,
It would-
Wyatt, with your 15, you can tell that it looks like they proceeded north towards the Evermoors.
Interesting. Let's go poke their camp with a stick.
I'm fine with poking things with sticks.
I'll take a look. In looking at the camp, any particular checks a person needs to make?
For what were you trying to figure out?
Honestly, just looking around, seeing if there's any sort of sign of what they were up to or anything of that nature.
Okay, yeah.
Probably just
Go
going
ahead and
from
make an
point A to
investigation
point
check.
B, but probably just going from point A to point B, but might as well.
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Oof, I rolled terribly.
Yeah.
Dandy would like to poke around the tents.
Okay. It's mainly just like bits and pieces of the foundations of the tents left. They would have packed up most of what they had. But you can make an investigation check.
Holy man, a sister.
I'll toss the guidance on top of that for you.
It's a D4, right?
Yep.
So 16, not bad.
16.
Oh, sorry.
That is what you find.
Okay.
Not much here. Well, I suppose we should count our blessings that the creatures weren't gathered up here.
Weird that they were this far south, though.
Did we see them heading? What direction did we see them heading?
From what
See-
Wyatt was able to determine from the tracks that they left behind, they headed north towards the Evermoors.
Well, saves us the trouble of setting up camp, I suppose.
All right, everyone.
We'll take out a tinderbox.
Yeah,
and start
so
making a fire.
camp for the evening. But yeah, the rest of the night does pass uneventfully. 61 was you all stumbling across the remnants of this camp. And that does bring us to the following morning. And we will get another pair of D20s for the next 25 miles of the journey.
Not it.
I'll roll one. I got a 13.
Okay, and one more. Perfect. And let's get one more set for the last leg. This would constitute 3 days of travel that we are montaging over right now.
20 and a 16.
I'm hard.
Oh, it would be Horus, I think.
Okay, we'll take those for day and night.
A critical encounter.
Would it be worse or better to get a 20 or a 1?
He
Let's-
keeps changing it, so we don't know.
It'd either be real good or real spicy, one of the two.
Boris, can you make a D100 roll, please?
Oh, let's go.
93.
93 land aboleth.
Just doesn't get old.
I'm imagining like a regular aboleth, but it has like 4 legs.
Ah, nice.
No, worse. It has 2. It's bipedal and walks upright.
It has a wheelchair.
Um,
Okay, but
I'm just picturing it's like the hillbilly equivalent of an aboleth. Like it was rejected from the cool, dank areas that the aboleths normally live in because it brought shame to the family.
oh man.
Okay. So, as you all are traveling, heading in the opposite direction from all of you is a halfling. And she approaches, and you can see flying at her right-hand side is a winged cat, a tressum with them, and a mule traveling behind this halfling. You can see her kind of sizing you all up as she approaches. And when you get within shouting distance, she stops, sends her mule and tressum off to the side of the road, and makes room for you all to pass. As you all approach and get closer, you can see that she is carrying a bow She's wearing some lightly camouflaged gear, very much the wares of a tracker, possibly a ranger.
I love the
Ooh.
parallel of me also currently being a halfling, having a dog the size of a mule,
Right?
and a little flying rat at my side, multiple flying rats at my side. Also a ranger. Uh,
So she waves a hand and says, "Greetings, all. Safe travels on your way. Hopefully, nothing too terrible has befallen you on your road."
Well,
few never.
not thus far,
Well,
at least not since
you cut out.
Yartar.
There you go.
Yeah, we got it back.
Okay.
Oh,
I
coming from
said,
Yartar, that is exactly where I am headed. Some work there. Apparently, some fish people beneath their sewers are causing some problems. It sounds like they were worshipping a mound of mucus. But I go where the money goes.
They're highly susceptible to axes.
Noted, noted. So,
we may have been somewhat responsible for the creature that they worshipped falling by the wayside.
yeah, I've heard the Kuatoa, once one of their deities dies, they always gotta find another one right away. You know, I once knew a group of Kuatoa that worshipped a rock on a beach until it came to life and began actually ruling over them.
Worship breeds divinity, I guess.
It's
Or a
quite the interesting ability that they have. You know, if they actually focused their energies and focused their abilities in the right place, they might even take over the world. You see, anything a Kuatoa believes strong enough becomes real. They believed that rock was real for so long and for so hard that eventually it sprouted arms and legs and became their overlord.
I think I think all humanoids have that ability in some abstract way, I guess.
Right?
Like
Kuatoa's is like
gods.
immediate though. It's interesting.
So in
Maybe.
theory, if one wanted ultimate power like some of these crazed liches one occasionally hears about does.
Just get a bunch of Kuatoa to think you're their god.
Yep.
What?
Seems a lot simpler than all the rituals and hunting of ingredients and all that rigmarole.
Yeah.
Good luck with the fish problem.
Well,
Hopefully we mitigate the issue a little bit.
I thank you. I thank you much indeed. You know, if you're looking for a good place to sleep, Calling Horns just up the way has some pretty nice rooms available right now. I just left there myself, although they have been getting some problems with trolls recently.
Oh, I love. Well, I don't love trolls. I hate trolls, but I know all about them, and I love killing them. They're a very fun target.
So, well, maybe when you get to Calling Horns, you could talk to Tamerlane. She might be able to throw you some trolls need killing.
Well, thank you. This will be of great use. Well, have fun on your travels.
She nods and bids the same to all of you and heads westward along the trail. So, after another day of travel, another night of rest, you all do eventually find yourselves pulling up to Calling Horns, really the only town between you all and Noenar's Hold. It would be closing up on night as you all arrive, by maybe about 5 or 6 in the evening. And when you all get here, it very much becomes clear that this place, until recently, was not a whole lot more than a trailside inn. As you all approach, there's a woman kind of leaning up against a post at the deck of what is clearly the only inn in town. And she comes through and she says, "How y'all doing? Here to cause trouble, are you?"
With any luck, no.
We don't look like trouble, do we?
"Oh, you so much do."
Danny's just gonna grin at her.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Says, "Well, My name's Tamlin, and you all are welcome to stay up here for the night. It is, of course, 2 silver apiece for each of you, but you'll find it no finer establishment here between Austin's Hold.
We heard it was a nice place to stay.
Yeah, I worked hard to make it so. You know, this place was kind of just a hole in the wall before I retired and decided this would be the spot that I set roots.
Do they sell anything here, other than rooms, obviously?
As well,
Like a
she says that she does have general, just basic supplies for sale inside. She's working on making this into more of a settlement, but it's hard going. Anyone from this area? I don't think we have anyone that's from anywhere near here in the party.
Nope. I think our I don't know where Charles was from.
Yeah, I'm not
our
sure where
previous
Charles is
character.
from
We're
either.
from Waterdeep, and Danny's from the north, and Brevin's from
Waterdeep also.
Waterdeep as well, yeah. And Horace is from one of the. He's from one of the
from
dwarven holds,
elsewhere.
right?
It's complicated.
Right.
Poor horse.
Could I look through their like little gift shop and see what they have?
Yeah.
I'm looking for specifically a vial of acid, multiple if they have any.
So as you're inquiring about that, the shopkeep kind of looks at you like, we actually do have acid. It's weird that you would ask. One of the trolls that just recently broke its way into town, stuffed with the stuff, like it was bursting at the seams, killed 2 of our guys just by cutting it down. Splattering acid blood all over him. It was insane.
Oh. Well, that's quite convenient.
Whoa. The troll had acid?
The troll was acid. Weird.
Oh.
Yes, that is.
That bodes negatively. Could I? Okay, with my great knowledge of giants, that would be. Can I check? Do I have to make a check to know if that would be like out of character for a troll?
You can go ahead and make a nature check at advantage.
Oh, great.
Oh yeah,
I'm
unsure.
Do you have? Okay. In that case, do you have any alchemical fire?
He looks confused and kind of shakes his head.
Ugh. Lat will turn to the group. This doesn't bode well for their troll problem. Or ours, assuming we find them. I'll take the acid just in case, though. Standard price?
Yep. Yeah, standard price.
Amazing. Can I use the group money?
Group?
I don't mind.
Alright, that will be 100 GP worth of acid.
Really? That expensive?
4 of them.
Group, are you okay with
25
are you okay with Latoni using that much of the group loot?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not.
Okay, then by all means.
Yay, 4
Okay, so 4 vials of acid.
Because like he is familiar, like very familiar with how giants work, and most trolls are susceptible to acid. And hopefully he's just not sure how their blood works, and maybe there's also acid in there or something. So he's going to do what he knows.
Okay. All right, everyone. So,
Dandy's
ahead.
pretty sure axes work too. Hiya. Hiya. Hiya.
Everyone. So, are you going to be staying here tonight, or are you going to hit the road and stay out in the wilderness?
Let's stay where there's like a bed and
Beds.
walls and
Yeah.
bats.
What?
Spoken like a barbarian.
Listen, she lived in snow. This is great. She will stay at every inn on the way if possible.
Dandy has been corrupted by the civility of our party.
Because of the abundance of creatures that he would be taking into his room, he'll pay a whole gold piece for because he's taking a dog himself and like 100 rats. So one gold piece should suffice.
Mm,
Well,
I might.
should we be getting into bed?
So yeah, there's plenty of
I mean, we
rooms
should
around,
probably-
and the horses in stay. There is a stable right across the street from the inn. There's a stable right across the street from the inn, where staying at the inn does include stabling for your animals and for your carriages.
Nugget's gonna come inside.
Dandy wants to see how long Brevin can hold his breath and if he actually stays awake all night. So that's going to be her mission for the night.
Yeah, should we just like set up a watch just in case?
Probably does not hurt.
Are you dancing?
Alright.
And,
Alright, I'll take first watch.
in question, are we staying within these? I'm assuming separate rooms, or
There are 3 rooms available at this inn. One of them has 3 beds, another has 2, another has 1.
Slumber
Yeah.
party.
There's also another one that kind of has like a cot and a bunch of hay piles.
Oh, Lat takes that
Recent-
one.
whenever we select what room, or at least whatever room Brevin winds up being in, he is going to cast alarm. He's going to use ritual casting to cast alarm on it.
Okay. Here, let's just go ahead and do this. Oh, shit. Well, that was spoiled.
I'm
I did not
don't
see
look
it.
at Don't look at it.
I-
Hurry, hide it.
I hit it.
What are we
Oh,
looking at?
I didn't see it then. It was.
It was a
I don't-
land aboleth.
a labolith.
Labolith.
Yeah. You could cast alarm on all of the rooms if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'll do. Takes a little bit of time, but why not?
Are there any windows in my room?
I don't believe your room has windows.
Okay. That's probably for the best.
Would you just be chucking rats out the window all night?
No.
No.
Mwah.
Okay. So,
Oh, and after that, I will lean my new staff up against a wall. He's gonna cling to the little hook of it.
So before you all settle in for the night, as you're kind of beginning to wind down, you've all picked your rooms and your beds and whatnot. I need everybody to make perception checks, please.
Can Nugget make one as well?
Absolutely.
Great. He makes some at advantage.
Man, my rolls have been crap this eve.
Yeah, same.
The dice gods have frowned upon me this evening.
Hey, I need you to stop crying at me, okay?
All right. So, several of you, as you're settling in for the night, begin to notice some strange noises coming from outside across the street at the stables area. Dandy, you recognize Beef letting out some rather distressed sounding neighs and whatnot. And Wyatt, you hear what sounds like very large footsteps moving around out there.
I mean, I knew it. And
Is
he'll snap his fingers and cast light on his shield.
Dandy's going to try and get to Beef. That is her baby.
Cast light on your shield,
Giant.
Wyatt.
Beefy
Yep.
baby.
And go and see what's making all that ruckus.
It does not
I'll
take
head over.
long for you to notice, Wyatt, as you shine your light out that shield, that you can see a large figure moving around at the base of that stable area. And you also see another equally large, much fatter creature break through the barn door and go into the stables.
Guys, land aboleths.
They're gonna eat the horses. We have to go now.
Can I jump out the window?
Yeah, you can jump out the window.
That's Dandy's route too.
Is everybody just going out the window?
No, Latoni's going to. I honestly don't know where I am. He would have went directly, like he would have rode Nugget to the door and gone toward the stables.
Okay.
I don't know how to get out though.
It's okay.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go ahead and since 3 of you are already there, Horace, you can use your action to get downstairs. I'm gonna transfer you over to the first floor map. Tony, the exit door would be right down here.
Oh, I think I got transferred instead of Horace. Oh.
Everybody got transferred out. I just put you all onto the first floor as you are all stating intention to leave the building. And with that, we will go ahead and roll initiative.
Can I just like leave Nugget behind and just
Yeah,
start
of course.
riding him? Okay, good.
Come on,
That's no
odds of dice.
Let me get E out
My
here.
rolls are absolute
Oh
hot
my
trash
God.
tonight.
I think I have the exact same initiative as I did the first time.
Nice.
I rolled a 1.
Oh no.
They didn't get too great on their initiatives.
I also need to get E out here, but I'm having trouble. Wait, there we go.
There he is.
He
He's
needs
a
to roll.
baby.
The official party leader has returned.
And of course, he rolls a freaking 19.
Sorry, everyone. My monsters did not roll their HP. Give me just 1 second. There we go.
Mounts count. They go on the same initiative as me, right?
Yes.
All right.
Second, will I roll HP for this other one?
Roll low, roll low.
All ones.
It was not low.
I gave you one job, Sean.
Sorry. Okay, and here we go. E is first to act. So, Wyatt, you get a clear view of this hulking, bloated, this creature just kind of lumbering in, and it kind of is looking around at all the horses in the stable, licking its chops, almost like choice paralysis as it looks around trying to decide which one it wants to eat first. And you see that.
Ooh. This character thinks that looks ugly, but my other one would think it's beautiful.
All right, E's up first.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to kind of fly and attempt to give the help action if anyone attacks big and ugly here.
Okay. Wyatt.
Wyatt knows that if he doesn't stop this thing from eating beef, Dandy is going to be insufferable for the rest of the trip. So he immediately casts Spirit Shroud as necrosis just flows down the back of his arm. And he's just gonna run up and absolutely just like tackle this thing to the ground.
Oh, okay.
22.
22 hits.
Uh, 18.
Okay. So Wyatt, as you strike out at this creature, one of the large pustules on its body erupts and sprays all over you. It does take that 18 points of damage. However, you take 11 acid damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was close. All right. That is going to bring us around to Horus, unless Wyatt has anything else he'd like to do.
No, that was all a Wyatt turn.
Horus, you are up.
Okay. Oh, you can hear me. Okay.
Yep, we're good.
So while I can see all the party members and E, I'm going to nope, not that. I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardian.
Oh, nice.
So, and then 1, 2, 3.
Too big. Way too big.
5, 10, 15, 20. I can't see around that corner. Am I?
Yeah, it's the way the building is shaped. What's the radius on Spirit Guardians?
That is a good question.
15 foot.
15 feet, thank you.
Okay, I cast and I moved. I'm
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm good.
Right. So, Latoni, the troll that was outside of the building trying to smash its way in through one of the walls, turns its attention towards you, and you can see, like, green saliva dripping from its face. It obviously has found its next meal as it charges towards you. As it approaches, it lunges forward with its 2 claws and slashes at you twice. Welcome to the game, Latoni. It does crit you.
Oh, yay.
That is going to be 18 slashing on the first hit, on the first attack, and it is 14 to hit with the second.
14 to hit. That fails.
Okay. And then it
18
rushes towards you, 18 on the first one, correct? And tries to bite you, and that is only a 10 to hit with the bite.
that also misses.
So, Wyatt and Horus, as this hulking thing looms up before you, first it's going to make a Constitution saving throw. And fail miserably. What was the damage on that, Horus?
$3d8.
I thought it was a 17,
Is it up there? Perfect, yep.
and I thought it was a Wisdom save. Is it a?
Oh, did I make a... I thought I made a Wisdom save. Oh, I did make a
thought you
Con
made
save. I'll make a Wisdom just in case. It does fail that as well. So it takes the full
Okay.
17, but as the Radiance just begins smashing into him and cutting through him, dealing that radiant damage, you do see other wounds. Wyatt's attack, the wounds from that beginning to heal. It heals 10 and takes 17 for a net damage of 7. You then see it begin retching. Go ahead.
Yeah. It heals 10.
It heals 10 at the start of
I
its
don't
turn.
understand.
At the start of its turn, it
From-
begins to regenerate.
From Wyatt's damage.
Just in
Is
general.
it regenerating the radiant damage?
It is not regenerating the radiant damage. It gains 10 hit points at the start of its turn, and then it took 10
Okay.
radiant.
17.
It took 17 radiant damage, correct.
Okay.
Okay. You guys see it begin retching and just making movements like it's about to vomit, clutching at its stomach as it sprays in a 15-foot cone a gushing of acidic bile and slime out at Horace and Wyatt. I need Horace and Wyatt to make Constitution saving throws. Horace, that is a success. Wyatt, that is a failure. Horace, you take 8 acid damage. Wyatt, you take the full 16 acid.
Is it rolling with advantage by any chance?
Your con saves?
Yes.
They are not, but I can make them.
I have Warcaster.
Okay. Your token is written as Dr. Wyatt, correct?
Yes.
There you are. You now have advantage on con saves. Go ahead and put that little stopwatch token back on yourself and try it again to make sure it works.
That's a cool feat.
Should I just recast the spell? Is that?
No, I got it. So that's back on. Okay. Go ahead and take some damage. You can give it right back to yourself, but just take like 1 hit point.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just add the concentration effect. And then
Hey, nice. Advantage this time. See, roll result 13-13.
Yeah.
So that works. You now have advantage on all of your con saves. Constitution saving throws. Or concentration saves. Words are hard. All right. Latoni, you are up.
Oh, great. Okay. I feel like I can. I'm terrible with these because they're not. Okay. I can't currently see anyone. But my Mastiff can take Disengage and I can just run away, right?
Oh yeah.
It doesn't. Okay, they're gonna take. Oh, they're gonna take Disengage. I'm gonna. So that's 5, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Opportunity attack from the troll.
I said well, they took the Disengage action.
Oh, Latoni did. I thought you meant your dog for some reason.
Oh wait, no wait. If the dog takes Disengage, do I not get the effects of that? Because I'm riding them currently.
Good question. I don't. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. I thought you meant that you were dismounting and your dog was using the action.
No.
I don't think Disengage is an option for mounted combat when you are still mounted.
Oh.
So, controlling a mount.
I'm not familiar with it either.
Right. Okay, so dash, disengage, and dodge. So let me see what that means with... Of course, it's the very first thing up. Awesome. So, rules is written when someone or something moves you without using your movement, action, or reaction to do so, you do not provoke opportunity attacks. So yeah.
Oh, yes.
Disengage with the mount. You do not provoke opportunity attack.
Yeah, because the dog is forcibly moving me. Got it. Okay. Dandy, was it? You're probably better at throwing these than I. And he is going to just toss her a vial of acid. These will probably prevent the trolls from healing, or regenerating every 6 seconds. So if you could throw that at it, that would be helpful. And then he's going to actually run back over to the troll. Or actually, he'll stick over here, still riding the dog. But he technically can't. Wait. Yeah, he'll get right here, so he can still see he'll still be able to see the troll.
Okay.
And then
it is important to note that you heard that these trolls were spitting acid, and that the acid that you got literally came from one of these trolls. or a troll like it.
I don't know how we're going to deal with this. And, yep. Ouch. Okay. That probably won't do anything.
Now that you've gotten a good
Yeah.
look at them, though, it's clear which one is the quote-unquote acid troll and which one is not. This one looks very normal to you, Latoni. The other one, not so
Acid
much.
at this one, please. And, yeah, so he's going to take out, while riding his dog, he's going to item interaction. Wait. Oh, no. Was it an item interaction to throw her the vial? I'll say
No, you can just hand it to her. That's fine.
Yeah, he dropped it on the ground, so it's a free action. There we go. So he's going to item interaction, pull out a short bow, and then Hunter's Mark this.
Okay.
That's the one macro I don't have, because I just got the short bow. So that's just, okay, I'm gonna edit it real quick.
If you click off your token and click back on, you should have the drop-down macro set back up.
Nope, I got it. There we go. Ouch. Okay, then I'm gonna shoot again.
25 hits.
Yep, and that's 16 piercing.
Nice.
Oh, that was a really good roll. And then, so moving, so they moved, I think, yeah, here, here. Yep.
Okay.
Move right here.
Brevin, you're up.
Okay, I'm, for starters, all the stuff is kind of currently looking kind of dark on me. My character has both dark vision and devil sight.
Why does that not hold? I swear I've saved your token with those settings a bunch of times already.
Yeah.
Fixing it right now.
I was very smart to take blind sight, because I otherwise would be entirely blind right now.
There you go.
Well, I wonder if it's because, I don't know. Hey, what happened? I don't know, maybe it's because he's throwing light there. But I can see enough to see the troll, so that's good enough. Okay, Brevin seeing this troll is going to do two things. As he approaches it, he is, as I am, cantrip, he is doing... Casting Shillelagh as a bonus action on his staff.
Okay.
And I don't think this one is on there because I don't believe I have used it yet. So let me get it up right quick. He infuses it with this kind of almost purplish dark fire that swirls around it. And makes a melee attack with his quarterstaff. I think it's this one.
Nice, that certainly
I'm
hits.
assuming you have 25 hits.
Yeah, it does.
No, that'd just be the 6 bludgeoning. But then he also gets to add 1d8 of fire damage on top of it.
Okay.
So 3 fire damage.
Nice. So you see this thing begin to shriek as you hit it with fire. It does not like that at all.
And I believe that is his action for the time being.
Okay,
Yeah,
Dandy, you're up.
action and action, so okay.
All right. Dandy's going to take her vial of acid
Mhm.
and join the party. I can't see. There we go. What is in the way here that I can't see anything?
Walls.
Oh. Huh. Okay. We'd like to rage, please.
Nice. Dandy, important to note that is the troll that just spewed acid all over Wyatt and Horace.
Yep, sure is. She's going to... Can she whip the acid at it and then hit it?
Yes, but again, you have seen this troll spitting acid out, and You heard earlier that they got the acid from a troll.
Okay, so was I not just given this acid to throw at the troll?
At the other troll.
Oh, well then I'm gonna come over here.
All right.
Also,
JK.
I forgot. I have 2 extra piercing to the troll from my gathered.
Yeah, I took it. All
Right,
good.
raging,
Raging.
throwing acid.
Throwing acid. All right. You're going to make a ranged weapon attack, or you know what? Why don't you make a melee attack since you're like right up on top of him?
So like the axe.
You just do
Okay.
a strength. It's just a pure strength, I think. Because unless you're proficient in improvised weapons.
We'll just take it with that. That's fine. All right. So what does the acid vial do exactly when you hit it with somebody like that?
I will get it right here.
Okay. Okay.
6 acid damage.
2d6 acid damage. All right. All right. Once more, the creature seems quite upset by the fact that it is taking fire and acid damage, shrieking and howling as it kind of waves its arms around wildly. You can see that it is not regenerating from any of those wounds that you have dealt it.
All right. Then I would like to hit it again, please.
Okay. 22 certainly hits. 6.
Yep, I think I'm done. I raged and I hit things. Thank you.
All right, E's turn.
Aura activation.
What?
Aura activation.
Oh, the aura, right?
Your storm aura.
Is rage
Yes,
is
yes.
bonus action though, isn't it? Does that expend?
Yeah. I think that I have to be already raging before I can do that. Like
Right.
Okay.
different
rage.
round.
All right, E's up.
I thought it started when you start the rage as well.
He is just going to continue giving the help action to the fellows in here against this thing. Just so the first shot made against it has advantage.
All right. Okay, Dandy, so it does activate when you enter your rage, so you can go ahead and use your Storm Aura. Go ahead and roll the damage on it, and Troll here will make a Dex save.
Ew.
Double nat ones from the Troll. Alright, Wyatt, you're up. Advantage against the Troll on your next attack.
Wyatt's just grunting in pain right now. Oh, it's eating my flesh. And he's just gonna, like,
Not my
try
flesh!
to, like, reach into this thing
Ugh.
and, like, rip its soul out.
Nice. 19 hits.
Oh.
That's good, yep.
Dang.
So we've got 23, 31 points. Wyatt, as you retract your fist, it sinks straight into this thing, punching a huge concavity into this, from which spills acid damage in the number of 14 points.
Yeah, he's gonna, just, like, while his hand is in there, pull parts of its life force back into him. And as a bonus action, he's gonna heal himself. 11 plus 5. 17.
Anything else from Wyatt?
That is Wyatt's whole turn.
Okay, Horace, you're up.
Is there any way beyond Wyatt so that Horace and Wyatt wouldn't be in the same cone of effect? Can I mean,
Horace,
I'm looking.
the walls next to you are very thin. If you'd like to, you can make an athletics check.
Athletics. Here we go.
Oh. 12 is not going to do it, Horace. You can break. I was going to let it be just part of your movement, but if you'd like to use your action, you can bust through that wall. Unless, of course, you haven't used your sessional for today.
I have not, so
You
let's
can-
use the sessional. That's...
Horace, with your sessional and a result of 23, you can break a nice dwarf-sized hole in the wall right here.
Okay.
For which you can pass through. And with a roll that high, it did not use any of your movement nor your actions.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to... Oh, I forgot that moved with me. Good, good. Okay, let's, I hate doing this. Spells. Here we go. Toll the Dead.
Okay. Wisdom save incoming. 14 on the wisdom save. Oh, it meets to beat. Damn.
Oh, damn. Okay, it is what it is.
All right.
I'm done.
Brings us to this troll up here who cannot regenerate. And it is going to send a claw attack at Dandy with a 20 to hit you, Dandy.
Yes.
It's going to do 9 slashing. It is then going to send another claw at Dandy with a 16 to hit you, Dandy.
Did we decide if it was 4 or 5 when we half it?
Low. We go low.
Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry, what was the second one?
16 to hit.
Miss.
Brevin is going to try to bite your face.
Okay.
13 to hit.
Misses.
All right.
But Brevin says, "Why do all the monsters try to bite my face?"
they can
Such a
sense they
nice
can sense
face.
they can sense the like-mindedness. All right. So first thing it's going to do is make a wisdom saving throw against Horace's light and fail miserably, taking another 17 damage from that. You all can see more of this thing, kind of just like these wounds slowly stitching up. You're still doing considerable amounts of damage to it, but it is still gaining some resiliency back at the beginning of each of its turns. With that, it's going to do troll things. It is going to first swipe at Horace. Horace, it's only an 11 to hit you. I'm sure that misses your insanely high AC. And another slash at Horace. Horace, another 11 to hit. And then Wyatt, it reaches out to try to bite you, and that is only a 13 to hit.
That also misses.
Right. That does bring us back to Latoni. Latoni, you there? Did we lose Latoni? Still see them logged in
Oh,
everywhere.
I'm so sorry.
There we
I'm
go.
so sorry. I zoned out so much. I'm so sorry. I
You're
was reading
good.
something. I was rule checking something. Okay. Yes, he is going to move 5 feet closer so we can see it. Then he's going to attack twice. With a short bow. He already has Hunter's Mark on it.
13 does not hit.
Ouch.
Yeah. Oof.
Jesus.
Oof.
Okay. He's going to shoot. He's going to drop his short bow and then unsheath his short sword, and then move over here. Oh wait, is this up the ceiling or something?
No,
Or
no, that's
up
just
the-
into the tavern. You're good.
Yep, he's gonna go in there.
As a bonus action, Brevin is going to access his form of dread right quick.
Okay. Nice.
Just because these things probably hit a little harder than he does, so let's have a little 10 extra hit points. That's not bad. Hold on a sec. If I would type right, it would help. And he's gonna take another swing with that using that Flame Blade spell with the staff.
18
I already
hits.
used the sessional. Yeah, I already used the sessional though, so
Okay.
I can't really boost it. So the top doesn't matter, so it'd only be 5 damage for that one. Well, and I get to make another D8 for fire damage.
Nice.
So 5 fire damage on top of that.
Okay.
Now he does have to make a Wisdom save against my spell save DC, or he is frightened.
Nice. Wisdom save result is a 1.
Yeah, he does not make it. Something about fangs and glowing eyes just has him unnerved.
Right. Once again, you see a formidable, gruesome-looking creature begin to back away from Brevin, fear in its eyes. Anything else from Brevin?
That's it.
All right, Dandy, you're up.
All right. Yeah, just gonna hit it.
Or not.
Or not. I'm too busy cheering on Brevin. Good job, buddy. Whiff. Oop. Well,
Have you
used your sessional yet?
yeah, I already
Okay.
used it today.
All right, unfortunate.
Aura.
Do I still get to do the aura?
Yes,
Yeah.
bonus action.
Okay.
Save result is a 1. Nice, max damage on that.
I miss, but electrocute him anyway.
All right, anything else from Dandy?
Nope.
All right, that is going to bring us to E.
E is going to continue giving the help action. In his own head, he thinks he's sitting here, and with his shrieks and clicks, he thinks he's directing everyone in what to do,
Love him so much.
berating them whenever he thinks they're doing stuff that he didn't tell them to do.
Okay, Wyatt.
Wyatt's gonna continue to just rip its life force from it.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not good for it.
All right,
That's all of that.
math. 7, 18, 27. Looks like 39.
17 or 18 and 12.
Very nice.
40, 49.
I can't math.
So that's 7, 18, 18 plus. Okay, 18.
Absurd.
It's 39.
18 plus, yeah, 18 plus 12 would be 30, then plus 9, 39 points of damage.
39.
Woo!
Wyatt,
39 for one punch.
how do you kill this thing?
As E is berating him, he was probably just gonna reach into the hole that he's already made in its side and just like reach for its heart and just like pull it out
Ugh.
from its intestines.
Okay. So he retaliates with 1/10 of the damage you just did to him. Okay. Right. So as that creature drops, anything else from Wyatt?
Wyatt's probably just gonna like try and find an empty hay sack somewhere or like hay inside one of the barns, try to like wipe as much of this gunk off of it because it's still burning him.
Right. Horace, you're up.
Will this get back up? Wyatt?
I don't know. I have its heart.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's... And I didn't... Yeah, we'll get close enough to Dandy. I need more... Is that all the light we have?
Yeah, it's mighty shady there.
Okay. That's... I had a double move
It's-
to get there.
yeah.
So that's it.
This troll here, unable to regenerate, is going to make its wisdom save first. Fail miserably, take 17 points of radiant damage, and then begin wildly swinging its arms about. Owl at disadvantage.
Yep.
Brevin, it's a 14 to hit you.
My AC's a 14, so I think that
That is
just
a hit.
hits me.
All right. Ooh, big roll. 15 slashing. Dandy, a claw wildly swinging at you at disadvantage. It is a 17 at disadvantage. Jeez.
Meets it.
7 slashing for you. Horus, wildly flinging itself around. A bite attack at disadvantage is an 18 at disadvantage, which misses Horus.
Mrs. Horace and 13 points back on Dandy's hit.
Nice.
Thank you.
I think almost everyone except for Brevin and Dandy have not taken any levels in Fighter.
That's on Dandy's docket down the line.
So, E sees this creature. Just as a point of order, this creature has not taken fire damage yet. Correct? No one dealt fire damage to the troll to the south in the barn?
No,
Oh.
just
hang on.
necrotic and radiant.
E
Magical bludgeoning.
would be the first one to see this thing open its eyes and slowly get back up to its feet. And then begin lumbering out after the dwarf. And actually, Wyatt, it doesn't see you. You are hidden from it, so it's going to come lumbering out.
Yes.
Half movement. Does not get its spew back. Tony, you're up.
Sorry, I'm so terrible. Okay. Yep, he's gonna come charging out. Oh, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he is going to pull out his other short sword and is going to wail into this thing.
That's a hit.
11 piercing. Hit again.
That is not.
12. Alright, and then they're going to attack again with a bonus action.
That's a hit. No. Do you have two weapon fighting?
Yes.
Awesome. Cool. All right, Latoni. How do you take this thing down?
Nice. Okay, wait. Yeah. So, yeah, he comes riding out at a whole 2'9" on the back of this dog. They charge forward, pulls out another sword, and then just starts stabbing this thing in the chest repeatedly. Ugh, okay. Someone burn it now. Burn its corpse.
Okay.
And then I think I can do one more thing. One sec, sorry. La-di-da. Can Yeah, I guess that wouldn't be too helpful. Yep. I'll just move back. So that'll be 5. I just go back here. Whatever. I have enough
Okay.
movement speed.
Revan, you're up.
And this thing it had taken, the one in front of me has already taken some acid damage.
Acid and fire.
Yeah. So it should be down. This in here
that
has not
last turn?
taken either. Yep.
When it dropped to 0 hit points, it had taken. Yeah.
I thought it was the previous turn. Like.
Nope.
Revan kept hitting it with green flame.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then you're good.
Yeah. That's just, I was just hitting it with that each time to make sure it stayed hurt. So, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to target this critter down here with it. 6 bludgeoning damage. And then on top of that, 8 fire damage to Acid Guy.
How do you take it down, Revan? Half of its guts already spewing out from the wound Wyatt delivered to it.
As that staff is just wreathed with flame, I just decide to jab it into that hole that Horse made, and that Wyatt made, and just stir a little with that fire.
Ew.
All right. So, with a look of surprise on this thing's face, as its innards begin to burn and sizzle, it does drop back down to the ground. And this time, it is not getting back up. So
He flies out, casually alights on Horse's shoulder, and puffs up his chest like, of course, it was his direction that helped it all.
So as he basks in the glory of his victory, we are going to go ahead and call it a session there.